All right, this one is on Derek Chauvin being hit 22 times by John Truzak, 52 years old, Mexican mafia. Sit back and listen to this whole video because I'm going to break down the intricate plots on what go on within the federal BOP because I was there. All right? All right, you know what it is. Unique Mecca Audio, man. I'm here. I'm going to talk about Derek Chauvin being hit up 22 times by John Truzak, 52 years old, Mexican mafia. Now, check. Just so if y'all don't know, you might have been under a rock or whatever, and that's the only reason why you wouldn't know, you know? Derek Chauvin was convicted from a 2020 murder of George Floyd in Minnesota, right? He got 270 months. You know, when you get sentenced by the feds, right, they sentence you to months. So they tell you 270 months. By the time you figure out how many years that is, you know, you already back in the bullpen and you can go crazy all you want. You ain't going crazy in the courtroom. Because if they told him, yo, you got 21 years, he might have spazzed. But they heard 270 months, so he started going 12 months in a year. 12 times 5, you know what I mean? Is 60, and 60. Whoa. And you try to figure it out. Before you know it, you're back in the ballpark, you know? So that's where that's at. Chauvin was stabbed 22 times by John Truzak in the law library on Black Friday. He said that he did it on Black Friday because he wanted to make it symbolic towards the Black Lives Movement and the Mexican Mafia organization. That's his words, not mine. Just letting you know what's going on so you understand. So Truzak was also charged after stabbing Chauvin with attempted murder and is looking at another 40 years where he was already serving 30 years for being an FBI informant that committed a murder under a RICO. So he got conspiracy to murder and you know, RICO is what he's serving his 30 years for. So now he was an informant, so you already know that what that was, you know, a rat bastard. You know what I mean? So we got to give him a gunshot. We got to give him a gunshot. You know what I mean? So that's how that go. So now he was a rat bastard working with the FBI. He wound up flipping and, you know, on his peoples and wound up in prison. And from him winding up in prison, here he goes now. He's you know, trying to figure out a way to make amends for his bad choices of working with the FBI, allegedly. You know, this is just my opinion from being in the system. See, it's like, you know, he might have been thinking that if he put work in on, you know, on Derek Chauvin, that his compadres would, you know, kind of forgive him for being, you know, a rat bastard. But it don't work that way because I know plenty of official Mexican mafias and they don't play that telling. They do not play. They get a round of applause from Unique Mecca Audio. They definitely get a round of applause. Because, calm down, y'all, calm down. Because that's how they move, you know? But in his mind, he figured that he might as well make it better so at least he has a story to tell, you know, that he's not really a rat bastard. He just made a wrong choice. But that wrong choice will stick with you for the rest of your life. That becomes a part of your legacy. Once you do that, you lose everything. Now, this is what they stated, right? They said that, you know, that he joined the Mexican Mafia in 1990, you know, while he was in Folsom Prison, that he authorized the murder of another man in 1998, according to court documents. You know, Chauvin was hospitalized, you know, from the attack, you know, but he's in stable condition. You know, it's up to you how you feel about it, if you give a crap or not. You know, just letting you know what it is. So now we got this, you know, this dude, let me tell you about this thing. We got to ride. We got to ride. I got to think how to bring it to you. Now, he was in, Derek Chauvin was in the state prison in a maximum security jail, and they kept him in 23 hours a day locked down to, involuntary PC to save his life because they knew if they put him out there, he would get hit up. Now, he goes over to the feds, and the feds think they got the answer to everything. So just listen to this. The feds think they got the answer to everything. Normally, they just put people in PC in the state, and that's what the feds used to do, where they just keep them isolated because they know that they rat bastards and they can't be amongst the men. That's what they normally do. But the feds, they figure that they'll make a whole brand new jail, make it look really nice, and everybody that got special needs, rat bastards, rapists, you know what I mean? Child molesters, all of that, ex-correction officers, ex-police officers. They put them all in this one jail and figure that it's all a bunch of scumbags in one barrel. So as long as they there, that, they're going to respect the fact that they're scumbags and they're not going to do nothing to each other because they all have scum on their face. But it don't work like that. When you go in these places, you got guys that wind up making bad decisions because they couldn't deal with the restraints of the prison or the pressure at the time. So they join, they denounce their flag, they denounce, their gang and, whatever. And then they wound up in a jail. Then when they wound up in a jail, they get comfortable in the jail and they see how nice it is and they can move around freely like if they was in a regular jail. But everybody around them got special needs. So the feds figured that they wasn't going to do anything to them because they all had special needs. But you got guys that they want to still act like if they're officially in the gang, even though they dropped out the gang. So they do things for what they feel is in furtherance of the gang to make it look and make them feel like they are part of the gang. You see, I'm taking my time to break this down. Read the words that are coming out my mouth. Put the caption on the screen if you don't understand it. I want you to understand it, so I'm toning it down today. So now you're in the joint, you got a bunch of, rat bastards and, ex-police officers and, like I said, everything else I mentioned at the beginning. So all of them is right there. So you would think that they'll live together and they know that they all scum. But no, some want to try and, act like, nah, I'm here for whatever reason, and try and make a different reason than the real reason why they're there, because if they was allowed to be amongst the men and their comrades, they would be. But they violated their men and the comrades, and now they're in a special needs prison. That's where you would think common sense, you civilians watching, that they would just fall back and do their time and wait for their 22 years to be up like Derek Chauvin. But no, this brother, John Truzak, 52 years old, Mexican mafia, decided to make a name for himself. He said he was plotting, on Derek Chauvin for over a month. And he said the reason why is because he was high profile. You see, just by you having a name and being high profile, it makes you subject to being attacked. You understand? So that's why when I go on the street, because I like to ride. I go on the street. I was with this female, Ron. I was with this female, and we pulled over on a little side road over there by Riverside Drive, and we were just kicking it. No sex, no nothing. We're just kicking it. Just wanted someplace to park peacefully where we could talk and, just see what's going on in our lives. As we there, I'm looking in the rear view mirrors, the rear mirror, and my head is on a pivot. She told me I was paranoid. I said, no, I'm not paranoid. I know how to survive. Because we're in this cut don't mean that nothing can happen. Then she's telling me, oh no, New York is safe now. No, New York will never be safe. Nowhere would never be safe because all it takes is one bad apple to jump out of the bunch and cause all kinds of problems. So now, another time I'm riding, and I'm at a stoplight, and somebody's crossing the street with a mask on their face, a full mask. I'm from the 80s and 90s. No one wore a full mask unless you was running up in a bank or store or robbing a spot. But I come home after 26 years in federal prison, and Even grandmothers are wearing masks. Full masks covering up their face. All you can see is their eyes. So now I see a man walking up towards my car while I'm at a stoplight. And I'm reaching. And as I'm reaching, she's grabbing my hand. Tell me, what are you doing? I'm like, no, relax. You don't see this dude? She's like, man, he just crossing the street. No, he has a mask on. And she's like, no, everybody wears masks. I said, yeah, but you don't know when it's a violent person behind the mask or an enemy behind the mask. So just because they wearing a mask and it's the norm now in the United States because of whatever haran they did to bring problems amongst themselves from other country that they brought this pandemic amongst us, don't mean that we are safe. It took her a while to get that, you know. It took her a while to get that because every time I went out with her, she said I was paranoid. But bottom line is I had to remind her, I'll be 60 next year, and I made it this far. I lost my brother when he was 30 years old, and I was 29 and just got sentenced. I mean, picture that. So you can't tell me that the world is safe. If the world was safe, you wouldn't need the police, period. If you're in the street, which I'm telling you not to be, you don't go to the police. You just handle your business. So a man walking up with a mask, I'm not going to sit there and call the police 911. He's a man walking by my car with a mask. They'll laugh at me because they'll say the stupid crap that this chick said, that it's safe. No, it's not safe. Before you know it, just the other day, you know, one of my ex-comrades, because he was on some man time before, did some business with him and did time with him and all that, he just got his face blown off. You know, I'm not even going to say no names because the people from the street know. He got his face blown off 12 o'clock midnight while he was in a parking lot. But he was, you know, allegedly, because I didn't see the paperwork, you know, a rat bastard, and he got what rat bastards get from old timers. You new timers, you get on the keyboard and you talk and you rat and do whatever else you want to do, and you have no consequences to your actions. You haven't seen a man get decapitated for telling. You haven't seen a man get his tongue cut out his mouth for telling. You haven't seen a man get his mother killed for telling. So that's why you think it's cool. I'm not trying to promote anything. I'm just letting y'all know what it is, that when you start telling and you're telling on someone on the street or you're dealing with someone from the street, anything goes, because right now you're no different than a cockroach in your kitchen. You know how you walk and you see a cockroach, you kill it. You know what I mean? You see a rat bastard, you know what to do. You know what I mean? Let's give a gunshot. You know, I'm sorry, but this is a gangster channel, man. So if you're not a gangster, y'all tap out right now. If you're not on gangster time, I'm telling y'all tap out right now because we're not going to play this game. I'm going to give it to you raw because I want the youngest to understand what this is. You getting away with a lot of this fugazi social media crap because there's no consequences. When them people put the cuffs on you, this man, Derek Chauvin, that's sitting here right now, on this screen, Derek Chauvin never anticipated or phantomed that he would be in a federal prison and having a deal with a Mexican mafia. Never. Remember that. The same way y'all never phantom you'll wind up in a federal prison or state prison, but any wrong move, whether you did it or not, could cost you your life. And that's what I'm trying to protect. I'm trying to protect your life. I'm trying to save you, you know? So that's why I'm bringing it to you raw. And of course, we got the opposition, as they say nowadays, the ops. I just call them rat bastards. You know what I mean? And I'm going to get some rat bastard t-shirts and hat made real soon for my official people that already know what to do with a rat bastard. You know what I mean? So that's what it is. Welcome to the Gangster Channel. Let me give y'all 3 seconds to tap out for the ones that's offended. All right, now take this with you on the way out. That's how I feel about you. You know what I mean? Now, Truzak stated that he was plotting this for over a month because he was a high-profile, inmate. Talking about Chauvin. That's the same way as I'm sitting here on YouTube and you other YouTubers are sitting here on YouTube. Someone is out there plotting on your life. Never forget that. I never forget that when I walk out on those streets, it might be a rat bastard that wants the credit for saying that I shut down the gangster channel. But you know what? I walk with the gods, so I'm not worried about you. To me, you're scum. You know what I mean? Roll up on me and you'll see how well Unique Mecca Audio handle himself. Like I said, I'll stay working out. I'm going to start back my prison workout in a minute. You know what I mean? And just remember, we all bleed, like Biggie Smalls says. We all bleed. He got a gun, she got a gun. He got a knife, he got a knife. Everything is equal because we're in the free world. In prison, this brother, John Truzak, had to make a gun. That's a Bethlehem, as Bunky Pound calls it. You know, he had to make a gun. But out here, you could obtain a gun with nothing. So my life and your life don't mean nothing. It could be just like that. You know what I mean? And that's why I like the kid, you know, Brazy. I'm gonna do a video about Honeykomb Brazy because y'all don't understand. That's a young gangster that came out. Everybody said, Unique, you came out, hit the street running. I came out hitting the street running legally. I came out hitting the street running legally. You know what I mean? If I was back on my bullshit, I would have came out just like Honeykomb Brazy. Honeykomb Brazy came out and said, I'm going to get the bag by any means necessary. I done lost my grandmammy, my grandpappy, you know what I mean? My daddy in jail, you know, I got to put my mama someplace safe, you know? I'm going to get the bag to take care of my responsibilities, and I don't care who don't like it and whoever get in the way, I'm going to roll them over like a steamroller. I respect Honeykomb Brazy. So you rat bastards that say, but he did this, he did that, and this and that don't like it, all I got to do is say to you is rah on top of that. You know what I mean? Because he chose that life and he's living that life. I want to talk to Honeykomb Brazy so I can let him know the consequences and reactions to the actions that he's performing by trying to get the bag because he's already secure because he has talent. Just like I have talent with these YouTube videos. So I don't need to run out there with a pistol and do nothing crazy. I just got to be patient. I learned patience from sitting in solitary confinement in 80X Supermax for 5 years where nothing moved but my eyes trying to keep the walls from closing in. You know what it's like when the walls are trying to close in and you feel like you want to be Spartacus and put your hands on the side of the wall and hold them from going in, and you can't even do that because they're not really coming in. So you try and take your eyes and push them apart. Could you imagine trying to push the walls apart with your eyes for 5 years because they're caving in on you? That's how I had to live. That's what I want to let Honeykomb Brazy know that I don't want for him. He makes the banging music. Everything he does go viral. Dude, you got the bag at your fingertips. You know what I mean? You said you chill. That's a blessing. Alhamdulillah. Round of applause for him chilling. You know? Relax, baby. Relax, relax. Relax, y'all. God damn. Let me finish my story. See, the thing that I want y'all to understand about this is people enter into fights and wars with us when they're not playing by the same rules, and when we play by our rules, which is the norm on the street, you understand? And we bring the drama and the violence, then the people that chose to fight with us say, he's wilding, he's bugging out. No. Honeykomb Brazy feels as though Finesse 2 times violated him and he broke the code. So he's treating him the way people is treated when you break the code. I put you on, you blow, you break me off. You don't break me off, there's no more bond, there's no more nothing between us. And right now you become the ops until I get my cut from putting you on with the connect, whether it's with cocaine or Rap-A-Lot. You see how I break this down so y'all understand? I know I'm good at this. I'm the shit. You know what I mean? Round of applause to Unique Make Audio. Round of applause to Unique Make Audio, man. Yeah, round of applause. Relax, man. Relax. You see what I'm saying? But that's how I break it down. That's how I ride. See how we just riding right now? Welcome to the Mecca. Thank you. Now, so check. Truzak stated that he did this on Black Friday because it was symbolic to Black Lives Matter and the Black Hand, the Mexican Mafia. You never know what another man is thinking. That's why you stay out of people's way. I saw a video that I might report on where a dude punched a 14-year-old, mother in the face. Told her, if you say one more thing, I'm going to punch you in the face. He wasn't thinking of the repercussions because all he saw was a lady in front of him he knew he could whoop. So he punched the lady in the face a number of times. She went out to the car, told her son, 14 years old, get the gun and go handle that because you a man and nobody disrespect your mama. Little 14-year-old went in there and blew the dude face off. Now he died for jumping out there, not thinking or knowing that there's consequences to your actions. And the consequence for punching somebody's mama in the face is death. In the hood. Civilians, we love y'all to death. That's where you would have called the police and been all on TMZ with your face beat up saying that a man beat you up. But this lady from the hood, her son did what he was supposed to do. I could say that. I don't have to say alleged. I can say supposed to do because even the prosecutors didn't charge this young man for shooting a dude to death, for punching his mother and beating her down like she was a dog for no reason. See, y'all don't think about the consequences to your actions, man. When you put your hands on a female, remember she has a brother, an uncle, a nephew, a bunch of nieces that'll come and scratch you all in the face. All of that is available. Don't put yourself in that situation, man. Just follow the code and respect others the way you want to be respected. Now, let me say this. Chauvin'S in stable condition. Chauvin'S in stable condition for those of y'all that give a crap. You know what I mean? And Truzak, the guy that hit him up 22 times, right? He pled guilty to RICO and conspiring to kill a rival gang member, And he was previously working with the FBI. Do I have sympathy for him? Y'all put it in the comments if you think Unique Make Audio got any sympathy for him. But I'm just going to say this. Gunshots. Don't violate the law to be put in a situation to be something that you're not, and that's a stand-up man under the street code. It don't work that way. So I'm telling y'all, stop it. Get out the street. Get out the gangs. Get a job. I'm working for an organization called Grow Up, Grow Out, Credible Messengers. If y'all need a job, contact me. And we'll try and see what we could do because I want to prevent you from going down the path that I went down. Now, I've been on here long enough. I done gave y'all enough. Make sure you cop the book of Roy in Harlem. My Instagram on the screen, my Cash App on the screen. Hit the logo, make sure it says creating 2020. If you ain't got $1, you feel I'm being Reverend Ike because I'm asking to be compensated for giving you all these jewels, at least subscribe if you're not subscribed. Hit the notification bell if you haven't. Like these videos. And secondly, and just as importantly, share this video so everyone sees the message. And hopefully we could prevent someone from being in a life of crime that might save our lives by us getting hit by a stray bullet. Y'all got that? Been on here long enough, man. I'm tapping the hell out. All right.
Cheers. Toast the crime. Toast the crime. The crime. The crime. The crime.
Fresh out the can of 26. He back on the strip, getting back in the mix. What he mentions a gift. You stand up 10 toes down, and I suggest you pay attention to this. Take a little gully posse and put it in Harlem. He cut from the bottom, came up from the bottom. Drop the book, you should go and get it. The Instagram page and the YouTube, you could go and visit. Then you could consider yourself LinkedIn. Sit front row and get Jews from a kingpin. How he went through it, so you ain't gotta go do it. To not pay attention would be stupid. Talking about a man that probably put your grandfather on. Probably the reason that him and your grams got along. A man that generated millions on the block, did his time, never squilling to the cops make an audio. Get it live like 2 G's in the 90s. Drop top beamer so shiny. I let shorty go, she was whining. Treat her like my past, she behind me. Spend a couple bands on the Dapper Dan. You be back again, getting green like a Packers fan. No cap, it's a roaring uptown. Baby horn uptown, Dominican bust down. Now we on the positive, you we got a lot to give. Now he trying to stop the kids from being inoperative. So take heed, homie, lend a ear. He started in uptown, he gon' finish dead. But now it ain't about selling drugs, buying cars. It's about buying property to make the community yours. So we can give back to the youth them. Cause they the truth them. And bless up to all the rudiments.